devices. So I expect that that will help them deal and use the spectrum more efficiently. Beyond that, then it becomes looking at how can you use different types of spectrum more efficiently. As a final comment, about 5 years ago, a major mobile operator had sort of requested very strongly to Nokia to remove Wi-Fi from a product that they were shipping. That operator now mandates that all devices that have Wi-Fi use Wi-Fi before using cellular. So that's 5 years. That's a huge sea change. What they have done is that they've learned that there's other ways to provide spectrum, and in some ways that are more efficient, and that will happen, I think, increasingly as there are some additional spectrum challenges.
Do you want to comment, Ben, or no? Okay.
I had one more comment, and I don't know how many of you have tried the LTE offering from Verizon. I just got my dongle yesterday, and it's amazing. So I know that there's lots and lots of hard work that went into developing the physics and the electronics and all that behind LTE. Just a lot of smart guys working on it. So I got 17.5 megabits to my laptop, and I'm floored by that because I'm satisfied with 5 megabits at home.
That's while we were talking, right?
So this is just amazing, and so there's lots of hope. I think we just have to work out things, and stuff happens like the pendulum shifts from being very tight to very loose, and we'll figure out the balance.
I think we've got about 10 minutes left or something. I don't know who's clocking.
9 minutes.
How much?
9 minutes.
9. Okay, so I'd encourage us. Thank you.
8 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'd like to encourage us to go into a little bit of a lightning round mode here because there's just a zillion great questions out there. We'll start with this gentleman in the second row, and then we'll kind of go around this, kind of keep our answers and QA succinct. We can cover a lot of ground.
I actually have 2 questions. One is...
you get one.
Which one should I ask? Okay, then it's about Microsoft. What, if you're as an evangelist, and there might be developers out here, what are the top 2 or 3 things that you try to impress on developers now about the mobile platform?
About our mobile platform?
Right, because you've got Droid and Android and...
I only have 10 minutes to answer it. Yeah, I mean, it's about development. How fast can you get your app to market, right? And when it's in market, being transparent and open about how you can monetize. So there's a lot of different things we can talk about. The transferring of your skills from the desktop or web development to the phone, being able to take advantage of all those cloud services that you're building, whether they're on your own platform or on our platform or on some other cloud platform. There's just so many areas. As a development, as a platform for developers, I think we are far ahead of our competitors. I'm completely unbiased. So yeah, I mean, we spend a lot of time on that, not just on the phone, but in all of our properties. How do we make the developer number one in terms of getting it? We do most of our business via partners, so it's an important part of it.
Thanks, Ben. Next question. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tanya Wills, and I'm with SAP. My question is really around the increasing complexity of applications and services on our devices. What's the support model for this? Who is going to service this? So I say, I do a download, the application's not working. I wouldn't even know where to call because I don't know if it's the wireless service or the application and so forth. So I'm curious what type of support model is being developed or is already in play around the complexity of these devices.
That's a great question. Who wants to tackle that one?
I'll start. I would say that's currently undefined. It's unclear, especially when you get to branded handsets. So is it the manufacturer? Is it the OS? Is it the operator? Is it the application provider? I think those are something that it's still at such an early stage that we need to have things more support put in place. So I think your point is valid, and unfortunately, I don't think we have an answer. You sort of have the self-policing of things within app stores where you look at the ratings, and if it's got 1 star, you know, okay, I'm not going to download that even if it looks good. And I think we need to move to a more mature sort of environment, and I believe that's something that is just in its infancy right now.
That's another great question about the panel around, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, did you want to jump in?
Well, I was just going to say from the end user perspective, they don't care whose problem it is. The app has to work.
Yeah.
Ratings is one way. The other way, from a platform perspective, is doing a lot of testing and making sure that before the app makes it into the marketplace, that you set the bar really high for what developers have to go through, so that from the beginning they're getting high ratings.
And unfortunately, they call the operator.
Yeah.
So my question is for Nokia and Microsoft, and it's about tablets. So what is your tablet strategy? How are you going to differentiate with Android and iPad? And hopefully it's not Windows 7, it's Microsoft's tablet strategy.
Well, our strategy today is Windows 7. It has been for some time. There's obviously a lot of work that needs to be done. The market has shifted there the same way it shifted on the smartphone, and I'm sure we'll have an answer for that, so stay tuned, maybe in Windows 8.
As far as Nokia goes, we're fully committed to MeeGo as an operating system, within MeeGo being an open source project supported by Nokia and Intel under the Linux Foundation. We have already published guidelines for handset user experiences, tablet user experiences, as well as things like in-car entertainment systems and embedded systems as well. So we will be driving more products based upon having a common platform and common development language, which is Qt or Qt, as a way for application vendors to make applications that can go from the phone to the tablet to other devices as well.
So how do you compete with Android?
We do it better. And I think with what we're doing around MeeGo, which is actually not just a Java-based virtual machine, but a full compute environment, that we will have a lot more power and a lot more ability to do something that then can also apply to these other sort of, let's say, other product-specific sort of segments like tablets, more effectively.
Thanks. One more last magic question.
Yes. My question is regarding the GPU inside the mobile phone. As we all know, most of our audience here know that December 16, everyone who is interested in the Nexus S from Google is going to have 4 times more GPU power than any other Android phone in the market. Ironically, the GPU in the Nexus S is the same as iPhone 4, A4 processor, since designed by the same company. I will just bought it later. So my question is, how you guys see the GPU using in the mobile web browser, which in the future, most likely either the mobile browser could be using the IE9 for mobile phone, using the DirectX, or using the Chrome and the Firefox WebGL, which is OpenGL for web browser.
So you want to take that, maybe define GPU quickly?
Sure. So on the mobile side, from our perspective, we took full advantage. That's part of our minimum specs on a Windows phone is it has to have the GPU have a sufficient performance. And the reason for that is we wanted to make sure that when we pulled in our Xbox Live assets, and when people are building games, that they're able to take full advantage of all of the things that you would expect to have in a reasonably modern gaming development platform. From a browsing perspective, I think you mentioned it already, IE9 will support the GPU, do as much of the graphics processing in the GPU, and I think you can expect that as the trend. I mean, you can point to that and say that's what you can expect to see pretty quickly on Windows Phone.
I would also say that GPU will become increasingly increasingly more important. People generally think about the CPU or main processor speed, but if you start ramping that up to very high, your overall battery life will be really much poorer. So generally, I think that you're going to start to see trade-offs where you're going to have maybe perhaps a little bit lower CPU speed, but then have a GPU which accelerates the user interface, gaming, as well as things like with the WebGL, so that then with HTML5 and other things becoming more important, that then you'll have a very powerful browser plus web experience, so that then you're basically putting the power where it's sort of really needed, and then making a trade-off of that and for a longer battery life. So I think that's an important trend to be following.
Okay, so there's no other comments before I close the gavel. Thanks for being such a great audience, and it's been a terrific panel. I want to encourage everybody to meet these people around the front line. If you came to this conference for a reason, then this is kind of it. Shake their hand, have a chance to learn some really great further information.